Catch up on all the live shows right here on africatechradio.com.
Welcome to Cruise Control with Mide Daniel on Africa Tech Radio. Today we are talking about love in the digital age, finding love on social media, and highlighting the impact of social media on modern relationships. So I sent a question to some of my friends and I asked if they had dated someone off social media and their experiences. And here are some responses I got. Ifeanyi says, yes, I have. It was an awesome experience. Lovely person. No stress from her at all. She was always there emotionally, mentally, financially, and once in a while, physically. I experienced a different kind of love with her, and I'm indeed grateful to her. I met her on a WhatsApp group chat, and we had to break up because I didn't want to make enemies with my family, and it was not worth it at that time. My family was not approving of her because she's a Yoruba girl and I'm Igbo. And as a first son, my family would want me to continue in that lineage. I still miss her and I really hope that she finds someone that really loves her and treats her better. That's really sweet. Justin says he also met her on a WhatsApp group chat and it was a good experience mostly. Cool and nice lady with good attributes too. Though a little bit of distance, but we tried to make things work. All around, she was indeed good, but sometimes even good things come to an end. As Lord Veris rightly said, nothing lasts. Moise said, yes, I have. I met her on Eskimi. Like, who meets people off Eskimi, please? He said, up till today, we have not seen. But during the dating, I spoke with all her family. We would talk for hours. She's 3 times always there financially. But whilst we were dating, she went to give birth to 2 children. But she still wants to have me. I don't know that one, no. He also said another one. We talked on to go for 3 months. Only for us to see. And she's disabled, Omo. He said, make I stop there, Sha. Tayo says, Omo, that would be Becky. One Igbo girl like that. We met on to go that year. Unilag room precisely. We met once. After then, all avenue to reach her proved abortive. Till today, I don't know whether she don't die or she dey alive. All I can say, Sha, nice experience. Makojola said he met her on Twitter. He said it went well. We were a bit known in my Twitter spaces. Was my longest relationship and we had plans for marriage. We were very much in love with each other, but it ended rather nastier than I expected. I don't want to go into more details because it's very personal, and if the person eventually comes across it, it wouldn't be nice. I respect her too much to do that. Tosin said he met her on Instagram. He said it was so toxic. No cap. She was more demanding than usual, always wanting something every day and not bringing anything positive to the relationship. I consider that my top 5 worst relationships ever. Tolu said, Shege Pro Max. That's all she had to say. Shege Pro Max. Oh, I hope you healed though. But really, social media can be a good place to have relationships. I mean, there's some positive aspects of dating people off social media, and this social media age has helped us a lot, especially communication wise. I mean, communication is easier and cheaper. I cannot imagine waiting till midnight, to do extra cool because we're doing free call and having to spend outrageous amount of money trying to speak to your partner, and the only time you can talk to them for hours is in the midnight during extra call. Sometimes I sit down and wonder how it used to be before, relationships and love used to be before. My mom would talk about my dad coming to visit her every day after work. And I can imagine myself going to see someone after sitting hours in traffic, tired and hungry. I guess love will have to wait till weekends. Man, it's love on the weekend. Or writing love letters in our ugly handwritings. My love had to be very strong. So overlook all these handwritings. Love must have indeed been blind because But now there are applications that will allow you to talk to your partner almost 24/7 if you want to. You can send memes to them just to show them that you're thinking about them. Discuss trending issues with your partner and know their mindset. You know how people will say, when something is trending on X, formerly known as Twitter, just send it to your girlfriend or send it to your partner and hear their opinions about it and see the thing that you are dating. So I think that is part of it, right? So you just basically talk to your partner. You can talk to them, call them on WhatsApp for hours, call video calls. Now, megabytes in the chop, it's not that hard. And then you can keep in touch, always talk to each other. I can't imagine when it was just phones, man. When it was just phones or when there were no phones. I think long distance relationship would have been almost impossible. But people that used to date long distance in that time, imagine you're dating somebody and your partner travels to the abroad. How do you do it? Like, is that the end? Because I cannot imagine waiting for somebody for 7 years to get like 2 letters in 7 years, and you still think that somebody is coming from Obodo Ibo to come and marry you. How does that work? Social media age, social media, like how easier technology has really made love and relationships very much easy. But some pitfalls, some issues with dating in this social media age can be lies, manipulation, because I don't want to say much, but there are some times when your partner is with another person, right? And you call and you're like, oh babe, where are you? And it's like, or she's like, I'm at home, but you're seeing her in the club. But she can only lie to you because, well, you can see that you can call her. If you're on your way to her house, you would have seen that obviously she's not in her house, right? Also, you see some people post, when they're like, oh, you don't post me on social media, you don't post me on your WhatsApp, you don't post me on your Instagram, or let's say WhatsApp, and then you post her, and it's only her and her friends that can see it, just so that they know that you are posting her. So when you see her status, you're like, oh, my boyfriend posts me a lot, and your friend says, oh yeah, he posts you, but then there's a particular friend that you have that your boyfriend doesn't know that you are friends or something, and he's like, oh no, you're not on this person's status. Or when you have access to his phone for some reason and you check the number of views under your WhatsApp picture and you realize that you have one view, you're the only one that is viewing your view. You're the only one that is viewing your picture. Those type of things happen. The lies, the manipulation, and there's taking each other for granted, because communication is easy. So it's easy to not want to make efforts. Just talk on WhatsApp. No date nights, no going out, no nothing. It's just superficial relationship. People are not doing anything too deep. Just talking, sending memes and having fun. Nothing deep. Then there can be less communication too. Some people will just ghost you. So a few days ago, one of my friends called me and he said he wasn't feeling too good, and he told his babe, and she didn't call him through the week, and he was really angry. And then he was like, oh, am I in my right to be angry at her for not calling me now that I'm not feeling well? And I told him, like, okay, well, you can be angry, right? But this is karma, because you used to ghost people too. So this is your karma for always going offline for days and not communicating with this person. I told him that she has a new boyfriend, so just move on. I hope I did not spoil anybody's relationship, really. But like, people will ghost you and a lot of things like that. They don't talk to you, or you just say, oh, hi babe, in the morning, and you won't talk to you the next day. It can be funny, and there's not much effort being put into it anymore. Just doing basic things, nothing serious. Also, dating people that you meet off social media. There's continuing a relationship because of social media, having access to a relationship and being able to have a smooth following relationship because of social media, right? And there's dating people that you actually meet on social media. Now, this one's a different ballgame entirely, because they can be catfishing. Hey, you'll be dating a dark-skinned person, but you are seeing the pictures of a light-skinned person. There's a brushing of pictures. You see you're dating a slim, moderately sized girl, but then if you see her picture, she's having these assets, well endowed, but you look at the world and you see that the world itself is curved because Photoshop has worked. I would not say who this person is, but I was with a friend at one point and she downloaded this application what, over 11,000 naira yearly just to use it to lighten her skin color and add extra hips. I was flabbergasted. Like, what? Really? Why? Like, why? Then there's scamming of people and a lot of other things. Recently, I met this guy on Instagram and he tried to scam me. Scam me. So he came to my Instagram DMs. I really do not like to air people in the DMs. So I said, okay, who is this? So he says, oh, hi, my name is Ari. This one, that one, that one. So we got talking. And then he says, oh, let's move our conversation to WhatsApp because I really don't talk on Instagram. Mind you, I checked this picture and he's a fine boy. I'm not even going to lie. Well built, looks like he goes to the gym. Had a couple of pictures. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't understand this, but okay, let's talk. So we went to WhatsApp. And then this guy says, oh, I'm coming, because he said it was in the UK. So he said, I'm coming to Nigeria very soon. My sister is getting married. I said, oh, that's no problem. It's like, oh, I'd like us to meet when I come to Nigeria. And I'm like, oh, that's no problem. So we are texting like, oh, what do you like? Where do you work? And we are doing things. He says, where do I work? I told him. And then a few days later, he just comes to my DM and says, oh, that he's going shopping for the things he wants to bring to Nigeria for his sister's wedding. And he wants to buy me stuff. My first question was, why? It's like, no, because I like you. And I'm doubting because how many times have we spoken? I know I'm a lovable person, but how many times have we spoken that you suddenly like me and you want to bring stuff for me from the UK? I said, oh, okay, no problem. It's like, what do you want? I said, surprise me. So he asked for my dress size, for my shoe size, and I gave it to him. I'm like, okay, no problem. Let's see what this guy is going to do. Suddenly, he texts me the next day and it's like, oh, I'm on my way to the mall. I said, oh, okay, no problem. That's cool. And then he says, later in the evening, he texts me. It's like, oh, when I was at the mall today, I was so stressed, so I passed out and they had to rush me to the hospital. And a nice girl like me said, oh, I'm so sorry. What's up? I hope you're better and all that. Then he said, oh, so he gave one of his friends the package to send for him to Nigeria. And I'm like, why are you sending a package? I thought you were coming to Nigeria. It's like, yeah, but he wants to just send it beforehand so that, it's easier. So he doesn't have to carry a lot when it comes to Nigeria. I said, no problem. So the next morning, I texted him. I'm like, oh, hope you feel better. Are you well rested? He said, yes, oh, sure, that no problem if he's well rested and all that. Then he texts me. He's like, oh, I forgot to give you information. He says, oh, let me send you the tracking number for the package that I'm sending. So I said, okay, no problem. He sends me the tracking number and then I go online, I check it, and this guy sends in the tracking number, it shows that he sent 10 things to me. He sent 2 pair of shoes, 1 Rolex wristwatch, a teddy bear, a box of iPhone 11 Pro Max and a lot of other things. And I'm like, why are you sending me this? I don't know you like that. Everything that you said you sent is close to 1 million naira if you're going to calculate it. And I'm like, oh, thank you, I saw it. He said, oh, contact the agent, something. I contacted the person and the person says, oh, I have to come to the package is in Abuja and I have to get the package from Abuja. Meanwhile, I'm in Lagos and this guy knows I'm in Lagos. So I said, okay, Abuja. So I called the person and I already knew that, oh, this was a lie. Immediately I even saw what he supposedly sent. I already knew it was a lie, but I'm like, oh, okay. I called and then the person is like, okay, you're going to pay, if you want to send it to Lagos on Express, you're going to pay 24k. If you're going to pay it will come in 8 hours, you pay 12k or something like that. And I said, oh, I want to come to Abuja to come and collect my package for myself. And it's like, oh, when you come to Abuja, if you leave it for more than 24 hours, then more you climb it. I said, okay, no problem. So I went to this guy's DM and I said, oh, hi, the package came, thank you very much, but now they're saying I have to pay and really it's not in my budget for this month. If you could send the money to help clear the material or clear the package, I would really appreciate it since you bought it for me. And then this guy read the message and he blocked me since then. I'm like, oh wow, the scam wants to scam the scammer. I can't believe it. But really, it's very funny because I'm sure if I was greedy, I'll probably have fallen for that. I can imagine how many people would have fallen for something like that. I mean, if they said they sent a shoe or a bag, I probably would have fallen for that scam too. Like, it's just a shoe, it's just a bag, right? I can clear it. But really, I think that social media can be a lovely place to date. I met people off social media that we have become very good friends, still date. I mean, like, some of the closest friends I have, I met them off social media. I dated them at some point. Maybe we never saw each other, but I know that I have like friends for life, and I'll probably be like a godmother to their children when time comes. It might not have worked because of distance or different reasons or another, but I know that social media is not really a bad place to meet people, except that it can be risky. We are going to talk about the risk of dating people off social media, like the actual physical, mental risks. We are going to talk about that some other time. But I know social media and the social media age is beautiful. Dating off that now in this time, or dating people off social media can be beautiful, but it has its days. But I want you to join the conversation on social media. Tell me about dating on social media and your experiences. Was it nice? Was it Shege Pro Max, as Tolu said? Or was it lovely, as Ifeanyi said? I want to know. I really want to know. And don't forget, and don't stop listening to Africa Tech Radio. And till the next time we speak to each other, keep listening to Africa Tech Radio. The conversation never stops. Remember, live and love. Life is easy.
Thanks for listening, and don't forget to catch up on all the live shows right here on africatechradio.com.